What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 28 of our Atalanta career mode, and today a variety of different things. We're still in the transfer window, of course. It's August 5th, and last episode we bought that man in there on the left, Coutinho, in at the club. An odds, I don't know about odd signing, but an unexpected one to say the least, and we probably spent a little bit more money on a player than I thought we were going to. We have 34 million left in the bank. We're probably going to move Gosens on as a result, but we still need 3 players to bring in. We got to bring in left back. Rico is no longer available. He's moved to Lyon. Got to bring in left back, right wing. I still want to bring a right wing in, and then midfield. I still want to bring a midfielder in. So there's a lot to think about. Not sure where we're going in terms of these options. I still want to really bring in Renato Sanchez, another player who we were discussing last episode that went to a club that seemingly didn't really play him in the right kind of spot. I feel like that with Renato Sanchez, as I did with Coutinho. Someone super athletic who can really play in midfield and still, unbelievably, only 22 years of age. And then left back. Oliveira was the option, but at 14 million, do we go for a different spot? It's a lot to think about. So we're just going to go forward. As we said, these are going to be pretty liquid. So hopefully, we'll get something in. An offer has come in for Piccoli. They want to buy him. He's not available to be bought. He's available to be loaned. You can have him on loan, but Piccoli is not available to be bought. I'm pretty sure. We're going to have to make sure of that because I think it's pretty imperative that he gets a loan. Let's see. Because he's not going to get the training that he really needs. He's on the loan list. Traore, loan list. Gully, transfer list. Muriel going nowhere. Osimhen's just come in. Barrow staying. Monticello on the transfer list. So yes, we have a lot of players on the transfer list. We have a lot of players in the side coming back from loan. It's just the way Italy works. A lot of loans. It's just there isn't a ton of money flowing in there, so loans get moved around all the time. Nice have offered a loan deal for Holjek. It is what it is. A loan offer has come in for Moretti. 16. We're going to move him on for loan. He's supposed to grow into a proper good goalkeeper, so if we can get him some time this year and then next year he can be the backup, and then we can really move forward in that direction. We'll see, but for now a loan option's a really good spot as Mandragora is moving up in the right space. Atarin, stamina's going up. We need that to go up more. Popov more as well, and Mancini's got to get his sprint speed up in the right direction. So we're moving in the right direction. Hopefully, everything really works out. If we can get the 3 players in that we need to, I think we'll be in a really, really good spot going forward. Though we need some offers to come in on some of our players. We'll see. Nothing yet. He's been loaned out. Another offer in for Sutalo from Aston Villa. I really don't want to move Sutalo out. We have Simakan, Sutalo, Mancini, Popov. Is there another one in there? I believe there's another center back. Toloi. Maybe we do have one too many center backs. Maybe we do. Maybe we could move one on. Toloi would be the option, you would think. Oh, we have a Europa League playoff round coming in. I didn't think we were going to get into the Europa League this year, but it looks like we have an option there for the Europa League to come. So we may get some Europa League action today. But let's go to the squad hub. We'll see what kind of money we can get for Toloi. Because he would be the odd man out, I would feel. Though Toloi's been a really good option. He is 29. And can only go downhill. We've got 3 players here on that overall and ready to move up in the right direction. So we'll see. What are the negatives for? That's weird. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what kind of money we get. Osimhen is going to be suspended for what would theoretically be his debut. That's all right. So we'll see going forward, but we're no option, so we may get a game in here. An offer has come in from Muriel. I can't guarantee you playtime, which theoretically I cannot. There are too many younger options. I'd love to play ahead of him. That offer came in from Muriel. I'm going to pretend it didn't because it's not, nothing's happening there. But Mancini's doing pretty well in that there. We can get his speed up to like 75. That'd be proper. But it looks like we're going to get some Europa League action in today. No real offers have come in. After this Europa League game, though, we may look to bring a player in. An offer has come in for Simicon. I don't think so. Let's reject that from Leon. Offer came in from Leipzig, but that's not happening either. So those two aren't going anywhere. But it looks like we are going to have a Europa League game today. I didn't expect that. But we'll see. I'll consider it Mancini. I'll consider it Hattaboro. We're probably going to rotate quite a bit. This is a game we should be winning. Auto replace unavailable player just for this match. I'm going to end up looking through it anyway as we go into this. But let's jump into this. Rapid VN. Do we give options here? Gostins will not be playing striker today. We can get Barrow a go. He can come off Hoover. I kind of want to give Hoover a go as well. We can give a start to Kovalenko. Robertson can play with... See, this is where the midfield issue is going to come in. We're going to need another midfielder, aren't we? Maldini can play. And we'll move Kovalenko there. We are going to need another midfielder. I mean, in reality, another 2 would be nice. But that's not something we're going to deal with right this moment. Mancini can play, not the quickest, but we'll see. He can play there, and then I think we're good. I think we're ready to roll. Coutinho's going to get his start today. And we'll see how everything else goes. So we're going to bring a couple players onto the bench. Cunha being one of them. Actually, we'll just bring him onto the bench for this moment in time. Sutalo can come onto the bench. Sutalo can start. It's a lot of changing. I mean, for the Europa League, it's just a lot of changing. So we'll go with this. Let's jump into this. Rapid VN, Atalanta. It's a two-legged affair. An away result here needs to happen. Kasache can win that there. He does well. Back into the middle. Here's Kovalenko. Coming across nicely. It's a good play here, and it's Maldini. And Maldini cuts back inside. He clips it out there, and it's Coutinho on his debut. And 6 minutes into his debut, Felipe Coutinho, wearing number 30, we might have to change that, has found himself a debut goal. Imperative that we get him off to a good start. And it's happened there. An away goal as well. Maldini doing a lot of the work once again. Maldini, he just plays really well. For someone who's 65 overall, he plays really well. And for the man who told me to bring Maldini in, I salute you. It's a proper good signing. And Coutinho, the beneficiary of that signing. 1-0 here inside 7 minutes. Nicely played out wide. Coutinho does find a good ball in. There's one more on here. Can we play this ball into Maldini? We can. And Maldini slips it back. And here's Kovalenko. Can he get one on his debut? It's a good save. Can Maldini get the rebound? He can. It's 2. And 30 minutes gone here. And we are very much in control against Rapid VN here. It's a nice attempt. Decent save, but can't quite get it out there. And Maldini on hand to tap home. Gets ahead of the defender. And Maldini with an assist and a goal. And it's 2-0. Kovalenko does well. Coutinho. Barrow. Can play it out wide here. Can we get it back to Barrow? We can. And Barrow. A good touch there from Barrow. It's 3-0. And we are getting close to tie over territory in the first half of the first leg. It's 3-0. 40 minutes gone. Barrow with the goal. He's a really good player. He's going to be third choice. It's difficult. It's difficult for a player who's part of the team when the game starts to really go ahead and replace But Barrow, he's a really good striker, and hopefully he's here with us. Should be here with us, really, for the duration as the third striker. Muriel will eventually have to be moved on. Not this moment. Not for a couple years, at least, you would think. You know, but it's lovely to see him score goals, and hopefully he can continue. 3-0. Back inside to Atarin. Barrow slips it through to Atarin. Atarin trying to drag by. Can he get it to Barrow? He can, and he can keep his run up. He can, and it's a lovely touch, but it's come back, and Barrow can't quite have a shot there. I thought he touched it around the goalkeeper. I really did. It probably could have gone first time. Goalkeeper did well to come out and close that, but should be a goal, really. A minute to go here, and a tie that has been relatively comfortable for us. We haven't scored in this second half, though, but 3-0. Can we do something here? Gets across. He goes for goal. It's blocked. Meant to get that to Barrow, but, you know, a very, very good performance, especially that first half. Barrow's on it. And Barrow just holding on to it. Look at this from Barrow. And Barrow, can't quite find the back of the net. That would have been some goal. But a 3-0 win here on the road in leg one. Not too much more you can ask for. And that should really put us through a meltdown at home. Would be the only thing to keep us out of what I assume is the group stage. I believe this is the... though there are a lot of teams here. Maybe there's one more set of ties before we go into the Europa League, but, you know, we'll have to deal with it. Stay grounded. I expect more of this. Suspension over for Osimhen. He can come back and play. So that, I mean, Sid, this is why we have to be so deep. We're going to have a lot of games coming as some offers come in. Interest shown in Stangs. An offer is going to come in for Sportiello. We just yeah, we'll probably just accept that one. Now let's see if we can bring someone in right now before this Verona game shows up a little bit earlier than I would have liked. We have 30 million in the bank, if I remember right. 36 million in the bank. We still need a midfielder, a right wing, and a left back. But midfield is imperative right now. As you saw before last game, we're bouncing around on 4, maybe 5. Another one would be great, especially with some teams coming in here, or a lot of games coming our way. Gamaras, I'm gonna have to take him off. I really liked the look of him, but he's still not available. And I'm really leaning Renato Sanchez. I really am. There are some other midfielders down here. Goncalves. Just, I would like a little bit more dynamicism in the midfield, and none of these guys. I mean, he does. But I also don't want to be semi-realistic with this lad here because he just moved to Bologna last year. So I think Renato Sanchez is where we're going to go. We're going to attempt to bring him in. Hopefully they don't... Between 21 and 29, it's going to be a chunk of our money. But we'd at minimum have enough... We'd have to find some money for right wing, perhaps. Left back, if Gussin stays, he can play left back, and that's okay. Theoretically, you can swap Gussins out for someone who's more of a proper left back. But... we'll see for now. So we'll start with 20 million here on Renato Sanchez. 36. Oh, what in the God? No. 27. Advance. We'll add a sell-on clause. 8%. 32 with no sell-on clause. 29.5. It's probably a little bit more than I was willing to go, but I'm okay with it. We'll have a little bit left over. Not a ton or anything like that, but this position is imperative, and we should still get some money in. 3 or 4 million coming for Sportiello. If Galini goes, that would be ideal. Can we counter with rotation? See what he wants. He does want important. We'll see how this goes. 5 years. He is only 20. He just turned 23. He was 22 before. Propose disregard release clause. How much does he want? Ugh, I hate when they don't tell me. What does he want? 40 million or 40,000. 40 million a bloody week. 40,000 a week is okay. So we've got a new midfielder, Renato Sanchez, someone who can definitely bring some dynamicism into the club. And I believe this is a really, really good signing for us. Let's move him up. Ahead of Galini. I'm waiting for Galini. If Galini and Sportiello go, that'd be some good money. Berisha's going to be the backup this year, but you know, we'll really see about that. And Sanchez can go ahead of Robertson. And now we have 5. And if we're playing every week, if an injury comes, it'll be tough. Playing Europa League football, if we can get into the Europa League group stage, you know, we'll have to see as that goes forward, but you know, it is what it is, so you know, we won't have to deal with it too much. So let's jump. We're gonna play this Parma game, and the next episode will be we still have a week, so we'll probably end up playing 2, and then maybe a deadline day kind of thing after. We'll see how it goes, but let's jump into this game against Parma. Atalanta Parma. Hopefully we can go ahead and grab a result, start off the Serie A season with a bang. Everybody's fit, everybody's ready to go. Let's go. Nice turn inside. Osimhen, lovely turn from Osimhen. And Osimhen, oh, almost grabbed a debut goal there. Can we get it back into him? We can. One more. Renato does well to slide by. Can he get it back in? He can. And Osimhen again, it's blocked away. It's come back, and it's finally in the back of the net. It's 1-0. And a good start we've made here. 10 minutes gone. And it's a lot of good chances, good blocks, good saves. But that time, a little bit of luck flows our way. Maybe we'll get a little bit this year. As Draxler gives us our first Serie A goal of the season. And 10 minutes gone, we lead 1-0. Back into space. Excellently done. And it's forward to Coutinho. And Coutinho gets it inside. One more to Osimhen, who's still holding on to it. And there's one more here now. And can we slip it back outside to Coutinho? We can. And Coutinho, it's in the back of the net. Is that going to count? It looked for a moment like he might have been offside. But Coutinho scores on his Serie A debut as well as his regular debut in the Europa League there. His first Serie A game, he grabs a goal. That's a good finish. A really good pass out there. He did well to get it out there. I thought, as I said, he was offside, but Coutinho, oh, just goes right over his shoulder, really. He should be doing a little bit better, but 2-0 after 15 minutes. What a start. Nice tackle there, high up the pitch, and it's come to Coutinho. And Coutinho on it here. Can he slip it across? He can. One more out there, and it's Draxler. It's in the back of the net. His second of the day. It's 3-0. And hopefully that kills this game off when we start the season here with a win. Draxler with a lovely finish. It's a really poor giveaway in a really bad spot. But Coutinho, it's a nice turn. Finds it into Sanchez. He could have shot himself, but the extra pass. Goalkeeper came out. And Draxler pretty much had a big wide open goal to aim at. And he found the space he needed to. 3-0. Nicely played out wide. Bit of space. Closed down nicely by Tavares, but the header's still going to come in, and there's nobody. It's 3-1. Where is everybody? There's nobody at the top of the box. Look at all that space. I hate how players don't come back. I mean, that should be natural, that players come into that space. It's a good volley. I'll give him that. But they've worked a little bit of doubt in, and it should not be happening that way. That ball is clipped forward. Barai. This guy's been on the pitch the entire game, by the way, racing around and doing all these annoying little moves. And look at his stamina. On from the beginning. And he is still, he's still fresh. It's ridiculous. And that ball's gotten through. And it's come back. And it's a good save. It's in the back of the net. I can't believe it. I can't. It's 3-2. We better not drop this game. We better not. I would be in my right mind to go down to Legendary and move the sliders around. Because that stuff that comes with Ultimate, it's completely ridiculous. And the stamina is the big thing. Apparently it moves with your difficulty. It doesn't... I mean, that guy has been on the pitch, bombing up and down that wing the entire game. And he has full stamina practically. And he's causing us problems out there, and everyone else is dead exhausted. Crazy. Nicely done. What is that? What are you doing? Why would you do that at this point in time? Another ball over the top to this guy who's endlessly fit. His stamina better be 99. I should check. There's a minute and a half to go. Get a big tackle in. No, come on. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I hate this game. I am at that point where I hate this game. I hate it. Look at that big tackle. He almost falls over, whiffs the second time, and still holds it. And finds the pass into that guy who finishes it off when we throw away a 3-0 lead. I can't believe it. I can't. I can't believe what's going on in here. And I don't know if I'm losing my mind. We've never had issues like this at Watford. No way. Even though the team was slightly better, but early on when the team was bad, there's no way. Just, it's stunning. It's stunning stuff. And feel free to let me know if I'm bullshitting on that one. Excuse my language. Because that's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. I can't believe it. I cannot believe how that game just went. We were strolling. Ridiculous goals we've given away again. It's fine if we give a ridiculous goal away, but every goal we seem to concede is a ridiculous goal. I mean, that was so nonsense. Top to bottom. Nonsense. Ridiculousness. I should just send this to FIFA. Even though they wouldn't really do anything, would they? Because obviously they've got rid of the old Ultimate, which we were fine on, and added this ridiculous difficulty that's made for Ultimate Team players who have 99s across the board. And now we just got to fiddle our way around it. I mean, that winger, the stamina thing, ridiculous, top to bottom, but he was so quick compared to everyone else. He was tearing everybody apart, and on full stamina, it's worse. I mean, he's quick enough, but the full stamina has made it unbelievable. It's unbelievable that I can't believe we drew that game. I can't believe it. I can't believe how many times we got a foot on the ball on that one guy at the end there. All we had to do was clear it and the game was done. Unbelievable. Well, we're going to end it here. I can't play any more of this game because I'll break it. But next episode, we'll be back. We'll end the season. Or not the season. Or we'll play these two games, and then after that, we'll do a deadline day kind of special thing. Right? But for now, guys, that is it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.